Hello, what can I do for you?
Hi, my name's Barney. I was trying to get a quote, and the guy told me that you guys didn't do quotes or something, so I was
Well,
confused.
what do you need, sir?
Well, I was gonna try and board my horse, and my wife said that you guys did it, so I was seeing what was going on. Am I calling the right number? This guy's not giving me any information.
Well, he's a very tired man. Um,
I understand that everybody gets tired, but I mean I just wanted a price. That's no big deal.
okay.
Yeah,
Well, what do you have?
I have a horse.
What kind of horse is
Now you're
it?
gonna have to ask my wife. I have no idea. It's pretty big
Okay.
though. Its name's Lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Um,
I can't take care of it because I don't know shit about horses. But she's leaving for like 2 weeks, so I just wanted to see how much you would charge for like 2 weeks.
yeah, we're really not equipped right now. We're filled up, but
Hmm.
typically, like
Well,
I have a horse going out in another couple of weeks, but
mhm.
I don't have anything right now.
Well, it's
Um,
not right now. She's leaving in like July, the middle of July. She's
okay.
leaving for 2 weeks, not in 2 weeks. For
Oh,
two
okay.
weeks. Yep,
Okay.
yep,
Um,
yep.
Well, it depends on what the horse is, truthfully. If it's a big draft horse, it's you know, $20 a day. But if
Hmm.
it's a regular riding horse, nothing unusual, it would be $15 a day.
Okay, and is it in its own little pen thing, or do you keep it with all the horses to bond
No,
with?
it would have its own stall, and it would
Mhm.
turn. If you wanted it turned out by itself, it would go out by itself.
Oh, okay, because it's never had any friends, but
Right. No,
that
I
that's just
understand
that's
that.
just
We
that.
don't turn
But
ours out.
so would I bring food and toys and stuff to give to you guys? So you give it to Lucky? Is that how it
Um,
goes?
Well, the only thing that you'd need to bring would be the grain, if
Mm-hmm.
it's on any special grain or supplements, and that would be
Okay.
basically it.
Because I have a bucket of like squeaky toys that it plays with, kind of like a dog. It's like a dog
Oh,
toy,
does
but
it? Well, that's
yeah,
cute.
yeah, we have a
Yeah, I
gigantic
mean, if
bucket.
that's what it uses to entertain itself, I know
Yeah.
some of our horses have apples and different, plastic apples that they throw around and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, whatever would make the horse comfortable.
Okay. Would you
Um,
would you guys would you guys play fetch with it like my wife does, or do you guys like not do anything crazy when you
we
play with
we
it?
sure can. We have I run the kids camp, so my time is kind of limited. But we
Hmm.
entertain, we brush them, we take them out if
Yeah,
they
because I
aren't
mean
used to.
that was like my wife's main concern was that because like for me it'd be like an hour a day. You guys don't have to do it for an hour a day, but like she'll throw the toy like across out into the open, and it'll run and pick it up and bring it back like exactly like a dog. But
No kidding,
it's
that's
it's
cute.
crazy. But I don't touch it because I think it's gonna kill me. But that's just me. I'm scared of horses. I'm a cat. I'm a cat. I'm a
That's all
cat
right.
cat. Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
Everybody's got an animal if you just trust yourself. Um, well, as I said, if it's is it a draft horse? Because they eat like a bale of hay a day. But if it's a regular horse, it's probably $15 a day.
Okay, yeah, it's probably more like a regular horse. And do you guys like walk it? Because I mean, my wife has like takes us for walks around the neighborhood and stuff. I was wondering if you guys like walked
Um,
it.
we would because it goes out, but our fencing is electric wire, so I don't
Oh
know if it's
shit!
used.
So if it runs past it, it'll shock and it'll die.
No, it doesn't die, but we have we have a round pen in the front. If it's not used to pasture, then we would put it in the round pen. But
Well,
that's
because usually my wife will like put like a little mini leash on it and just kind of walk it around. It doesn't like to be like left unless you're playing fetch with it.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So is it inside most of the day or is it outside?
No, well, we have our own little like a little barn thing for it, but it's in there most of the day, and we'll let it out for maybe like 9 or 10 hours a day.
Okay, so it's out in the morning and then comes in the evening.
Well, it's sometimes it'll stay out there all night. It's more of like a night horse. It'll sleep kind of most of the day and wake up around 2, kind of like a teenager, and then she's up all night.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say, we I used to be a veterinary technician, so I'm comfortable with horses if he has any special needs or
yeah.
if he's
Sometimes this is what when my wife like takes it to people and stuff. Sometimes it has a hard time sleeping and stuff because, like I said, it's like up all night and stuff. But sometimes it won't sleep for like a day or two. And my wife
Mhm.
said that's not good, and so she'll have like a thing of like tranquilizers to sometimes help it. Do you guys have those, or should we bring them?
You would need to bring whatever the horse needs.
Okay, are you like specialized to be using a tranquilizer?
Yeah, I
Okay.
would not give it any injection, but you can give supplements in the feed that make them calm.
Okay.
Like I have a medication that we've given to Borders horses called Quiet Tex, and it's just a herbal thing that makes them calm. So,
It's kind of
whereabouts are you
like
located?
weed.
Pardon me?
Kind of like weed, how it's like the herbal and it'll just make you calm and
Yeah,
relaxed. Yeah.
kind of. You know,
So it's
it's
like
a
horse weed,
yeah, it's kind of
horse
like
marijuana.
a root of some sort. I'd have to look up what is in it.
Yep.
It's called devil's claw root or something to that effect.
And you
She
guys
has
are
a
like a legal distributor of this horse weed stuff.
no. It's mail order. It's a regular product that you pick up in like Tractor Supply or
Okay. Okay.
through
So do I bring you guys the tranquilizers or do we just pay extra for the horse weed for you guys?
horseweed. Truthfully, I don't think your horse is going to need it, but I would say I would not tranquilize the horse, but I would
Okay.
say just keeping it company. We're around all day. We can give it treats repeatedly if that's what needs. If it needs multiple feedings, that's fine too. Usually horses like the company of others, and they'll interact, but they aren't out together. We put them in separate paddocks.
Okay, because we used to have like 7 horses, but I mean, my wife like took care of all that. And there was an accident with Lucky maybe like a year or two ago, and it like lost its leg. So I was wondering if that's going to be an issue either, or if you guys have dealt with that.
He lost his legs.
No, just one of them.
Really? Does he have an artificial leg?
No, there's nothing there. He hobbles on 3. It was the back left one.
It's a back leg, and he doesn't have one.
No, yeah, the back left one is gone. So it still has the other 3. But have you guys dealt with that before?
No, that would be a first. I'm thinking you might want to put him in Oakencroft.
What's that?
That's the veterinary clinic down in.
Oh no!
Rafina.
All these vet places they wanna put him out. They wanna put him to sleep. Or we're like no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Rick
no.
Lesser, he deals in all sorts of special needs horses. So
Even with the tripod horse.
Pardon me.
Even with the tripod horse.
5 horse
Tripod.
tripod.
Yeah, that's what I call it. I don't know the actual medical term, but a tripod horse. 3
Even
legs.
with an amputee. Yeah, I mean, I saw a recent thing that I showed the kids at camp that they made an artificial leg for a couple of different horses. So, well, what's your name, sir? And I'll put it in my file for July, you might think?
Yeah, like the middle-ish of July.
Okay. For 2 weeks. Okay. And what's your name, sir?
Barney.
Okay. Barnett?
Barney, B-R-N-E-Y, like the dinosaur that kids play with.
Oh, okay. Barney. What's your last
I
name?
used to hear that all the time. They're like Barney the dinosaur. Ha! It's not even funny anymore.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Barney's a respectable name. What's your last name, Barney?
Yeah, I just wish people had more respect for my name. Because when I looked it up in the book and on the internet, it says Barney means power and control, and people don't really give a hoot.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's very disrespectful.
Yeah. Has that ever
What's your
happened, like
last-
with your name? Have people like made fun of your name? I don't even remember what your name is, but has that ever
Yeah, they
happened?
call me Shrami. Shrami. I don't know what a shram is, but it sounds like grami, which is a fish. So they call me Shrami at school. But
Well,
what's
they
your?
kind of sound like dumbasses for calling you a name like that.
They're kids. You gotta love them. Barney, what's your last name?
Stimpleton.
Kimbleton?
Stimpleton. Stimpleton.
Oh, Simpleton.
Stimpleton with a T. Stimpleton.
Okay.
Yep.
So
And
whereabouts
even
is your
even
horse now?
Stimpleton means like money and like aggressiveness, and people are just like, "Oh, Stimpleton, you're a simpleton." Ha 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 ha. Not funny at all.
Yeah, I can see how that would be upsetting.
Yeah, I used to want to be a teacher, but after I went through high school, I was like, screw that.
Yeah.
Hell no.
It's overrated, believe
It
me.
is. Teachers are dumb.
What?
I'd
Sorry,
rather
we're-
be. I wish it was legal for like guys to get pregnant, because I do that all day. I just pop out babies. My wife seems to have fun doing that, but
Okay. Well, Barney, where's the horse now?
It's
board
in
it at
our
your
barn.
home?
No, it's in our barn. It's just chilling.
Whereabouts do you live? Amsterdam or close by?
Yeah.
Amsterdam? Okay. All right. Well, what I would say is if your wife would like to visit at some point, just give me a call. Do you have a horse trailer?
No, we don't. I don't think she does. I would
Okay.
assume that's one of those things that you put the horses in to travel with.
Yeah, you travel with, yeah.
Yeah, the only time it like leaves is when she takes it for walks around the neighborhood. But other
Okay.
than that,
Well,
it doesn't really leave anymore.
how do you think you're going to get it here? The challenge.
Yeah.
This was only
yeah, it's-
three-legged.
Yeah, so I can't ride him. Can't do that.
No.
Well, I mean,
No,
I
you-
could. He's probably won't like it.
Okay.
Hmm.
See, I don't know how you're going to get it here, being a three-legged horse.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to see like, I don't know. Where are you guys located?
We're in Schenectady. We're a small farm in Schenectady.
Okay. Because I mean, I'm trying to see if it's walkable. I mean, he can walk pretty far, and then he'll drop.
You can't have him walk. We're on really hilly land. You know, our pastures are flat, but we're on a hill,
I
serious
mean,
hill.
he's got some good blood in him. He's got some horse blood. Like his like grandfather used to be the horse that Indiana Jones rode. So like
Yeah?
So I mean, sadly, it's not like they don't pay the horses, so you can't really inherit a good horse
Right.
with money.
Yeah.
Wish
So
I could.
true.
Yep.
Well, Barney, that's the information. It would be $15 a day. You'd need to get him here. You'd need to bring your grain. We have a contract which says, you know, if there's a problem, that you would cover the medical bills and.
Like what? What kind of problems have you guys had?
Well, I'm just saying he's a three-legged horse. If something
Yeah.
happens to him, you know, I would want to make sure that he's cared for.
Something already happened to him. He has 3 legs. Nothing else is gonna happen to him.
Oh, a lot can happen to him.
Like what?
As in trailering him. If he hasn't been on a trailer, that would be very hazardous for him. You might want to have somebody in your neighborhood come and take care of him while your wife's away.
Why would that be? It's in a trailer though. Aren't those safe? Isn't that the point of a trailer to get the horse there?
Yeah, but he's not a stable horse because he only has 3 legs. So.
Yeah,
I'm
we've
just saying.
we've took him on our boat before.
On your what?
On our boat. It's like
Really?
it's a 20-foot pontoon boat, and it just chills there. It doesn't like the water, so we didn't even want to go in.
Okay. Well, I need to go, Barney. So.
Are
I have
you
two
are
little
you guys
boys-
like near like a marina where we could just boat to you guys?
No, dear. I would really appreciate it if you didn't call anymore. Were you the same one that called on Friday?
Well, yeah, I spoke to the sleeping guy. He was asleep, and then he yelled at me, and I got
Yeah,
never
he
so
gets
wishes
up
would.
really early, 4 o'clock in the morning. He never asks any questions.
Yeah.
He's a great husband, but he doesn't like to deal with people and the business. He's not a people person.
Okay. Okay. Well, I just had a question. I had that same question I was going to ask him, and he kind of like freaked out. So I'm glad that I talked to you and got all the right information because you're a sweetheart.
Well, I try hard for people, and I really care about people and their
Yeah.
animals. So,
Good stuff.
but you
well,
know,
well,
you
it
might
was
not.
it was great. I took notes. And I'm going to pass these to my wife. So if she has any other questions or whatever, I'll just have her stop by. I won't call you guys anymore.
All right. Well, I still think, you know, if you can find somebody in your neighborhood that is caring, that you know, could come by and take care of him and check in on him, he'd be better off than stressing him coming to a new location.
Well, I mean, like I said, you know, it's my wife, so she works at nights, and she was making me do this. But I'm sure I'll tell her that, and she'll probably listen to you. She's smart.
Okay. Well, it's good talking with you, Barney. Have a good evening.
You too.
All right. Good night.
Peace
Bye.
out, Girl Scout.